Hi, and welcome to Conquer the Concept. In this geometry video, we'll be learning about logic. So what is a conditional statement? A conditional statement is a statement that can be written in the form if P, then Q. So the first part of the statement is known as the hypothesis. And the second part of the statement is known as the conclusion, because you're drawing an answer from your hypothesis. So let's see an example of a conditional statement. If you live on Earth, then you live in the Milky Way. This is a conditional statement because it's written in the form if, then. If you live on Earth would be someone's hypothesis, and then you live in the Milky Way would be the conclusion from the hypothesis. So what is the converse of a conditional statement? A conditional statement is written in the form if P, then Q. However, a converse is written in the form if Q, then P. So basically, the hypothesis and the conclusion are switching places. So going back to our conditional statement, if you live on Earth, then you live in the Milky Way. The converse would be, if you live in the Milky Way, then you live on Earth. This statement is of course not true, because if you live in the Milky Way, you can live in any planet such as Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus, or Neptune. Let's go on to the inverse. What is an inverse of a conditional statement? The conditional statement is written in the form if P, then Q. An inverse is written in the form if not P, then not Q. This squiggly line means the negate, which is the same as doing the opposite of something. So if our conditional statement is if you live on Earth, then you live in the Milky Way, our inverse would be if you do not live on Earth, then you do not live in the Milky Way. Let's go into the contrapositive. A contrapositive is kind of a mix between an inverse statement and a converse statement. It switches the order of the hypothesis and conclusion and also negates both sides. So if P, then Q turns into if not Q, then not P. Let's look at the conditional statement and its contrapositive. If you live on Earth, then you live in the Milky Way. The contrapositive would be if you do not live in the Milky Way, then you do not live on Earth, because you are first doing the converse of this conditional statement and then negating both sides. Be sure to like and subscribe to Conquer the Concept, and be on the lookout for the next geometry video.